Vishwas Kumar Ramesh, the lone survivor in the crash of a London-bound Air India flight in Ahmedabad, says he does not know how he made it out alive. He recounts the moments of his miraculous survival. Take a listen.
सब सामने हुआ था. मेरे खुद को भी बिलीव नहीं होता कि मैं कैसे उसमें से जिंदा बाहर निकला, क्योंकि थोड़ा टाइम लिए कि तो मेरे को लगा था कि मैं भी मरने वाला हूँ. लेकिन जब मेरी आँख खुल के मैं देखा ना तो मुझे लगा मैं जिंदा हूँ. तो मैंने ट्राई किया, जब मेरी सीट थे वो मेरी बेल्ट निकाला, मैंने वो ट्राई किया जहाँ से निकल सकता वहाँ से, तो मैं निकल गया वहाँ से. मेरे सामने नजरों के सामने एयर हॉस्टल और दूसरे आंटी अंकल सभी उसमें मिस हो गए थे सभी. मैं जो साइड पे था ना, वो साइड हॉस्टल पे नहीं लैंड हुई थी. हॉस्टल के जो ग्राउंड फ्लोर है ना, जैसे नीचे वहाँ लैंड हुई थी. तो मुझे दूसरे के बारे में मेरे को पता नहीं, लेकिन मैं जहाँ लैंड हुआ था ना वो नीचे की साइड थी. तो जब वहाँ थोड़ा पेस भी था प्लेन के जब बाहर, तो जब जैसे मेरा डोर टूटा ना सब, तो मैंने देखा ना जब सामने कि थोड़ा इधर पेस है, तो मैं ट्राई कर सकता हूँ निकलने के लिए. तो मैंने ट्राई किया निकलने के लिए, तो फिर मैं निकल गया उधर, क्योंकि अपोजिट साइड पे थे ना वो बिल्डिंग का वो था ना दीवार, तो उधर से कोई शायद नहीं निकल सका होगा, क्योंकि उधर पूरा उधर ही क्रैश हुआ था. मैं जो जहाँ था वहाँ ही थोड़ा पेस था. फिर भी मेरे पता नहीं मैं कैसे बचा हूँ, क्योंकि मेरे नज़र के सामने ही सब दो एयर हॉस्टल वो अंकल आंटी सब उधर ही सब.
Our principal correspondent Disha Shah is now joining us live from Ahmedabad. Hi Disha, you're joining us live from the hospital there. What is the situation there like? If you can just show us around and tell us what is the sentiment like amongst the relatives of the passengers.
Well, that is right. After the rescue operations that are now complete, the major attention and the center point lies now at the civil hospital here, because right now we are reporting right outside the post-mortem room, the ward of the civil hospital. Remember, this hospital is known as the Asia's biggest hospital, and as we can see, one ambulance has arrived. What we are being told that there is one dead body that has been recovered, and that has come in this ambulance. We are not too sure about the details because the official information is yet to come in, but as you can see, the heavy police deployment, or even relatives who are really waiting at this point in time to see that what exactly really is happening, because remember, at this point in time the relatives have been waiting for more than 24 hours since the incident. They have no clarity about their loved ones, and that is why you can see there are desperate calls for some or the other information from the medical authorities, from the authorities on the ground level, from either the police personnel. And this post-mortem ward that you see here, there are more than 250 bodies that were recovered since the plane crash yesterday from the site. They have been put up here and they will be handed over to the relatives only once the DNA test results are out. Remember, since yesterday, the civil hospital here is carrying an exercise of taking the DNA test samples of the victims' relatives, because it is becoming impossible to identify, considering the impact of the crash was so huge that the bodies were either partially burnt or fully burnt, and that is why the DNA test samples will be able to make things little simpler, and the passengers will be able to be identified. This is the civil hospital. I just want to show you the location around. It is the situation of chaos at the moment. There are police personnel, there are relatives. At this point in time, you can also see that there's a waiting area that has been kept for the passenger relatives. You can clearly see the board that has been put up here. And with every ambulance that is coming in, the relatives are quickly getting up and just going and running towards the ambulance just to see that if they can really get some information about their loved ones. As far as the DNA test samples are concerned, this is also happening right here at the civil hospital where we are. A DNA lab center has been set up where hundreds of relatives of the victims have come from across the country. More than 600 samples already have been collected, and through the day this process will also continue, because they are also waiting for the relatives of the British nationals. So they are expected to come in by tonight or by tomorrow morning maximum. But right now, as you can see, there is continuous movement here right outside the post-mortem ward because there are ambulances coming. Right, you can see there are some relatives also. They are just waiting outside for some replies from the authorities on the ground.
Right, Disha, as we can see that relatives queued outside the civil hospital there in Ahmedabad to get a word about their relatives. And like you mentioned, a massive DNA testing is currently underway right where you're standing, just behind that, like you mentioned. But talk to us more about how the forensic experts are saying that identifying victims, has now become extremely difficult, with, of course, the relatives waiting outside the hospital to perhaps get to know about the passengers who have been killed.
Well, absolutely. Now, this remains the biggest challenge because remember, considering this is a challenge, the authorities are not yet being able to officially announce or bring together the total death toll as well, because more casualties are feared. Right now, the count that has been given by the Ahmedabad police is 265 bodies they have recovered from the crash site, which is just about few meters away. If I can ask my video journalist to show you, this is the civil hospital. This is one of the wings of the civil hospital, and right behind this is the BJ Medical College hostel where that incident took place. So it roughly takes about 10 minutes for the people to come here, because this is not a small campus. It's a 3 to 4 kilometer widespread campus, and it is known as Asia's biggest civil hospital. So that is why as soon as the plane crash site happened, all the injured and all the dead bodies were being brought here, and right outside you can see at the post-mortem that has been filled with the footfalls of the relatives coming in and coming out day and night. 24/7 they have been here ever since the incident has taken place, as you can see. And on the ground, of course, now in the next 24 hours is what we understand, they are aiming to complete the entire DNA test process, because that will help people to identify, that will help the authorities to identify the passengers and hand them over to their relatives, as you can see, because there are desperate calls for help. There's desperate call for what is exactly happening on the ground level, because it's been nearly 22 hours to the incident, and since then there has been no clarity about their loved ones.
Right, Disha. Of course, the DNA identification is one of the biggest challenges right now. Talk to us about how the city perhaps is coping up 24 hours after the unfortunate Air India crash.
Well, the city has not slept, to be really honest, because when we reached and when we landed from Bombay to Ahmedabad last night at about 11 o'clock, the city was not usual as it is always seen, because I have personally been a resident also of Ahmedabad for many, many years, and I have also been up and down. So I have seen how the city has and how people have been, but the last 24 hours has been completely unusual. It is a piece of silence also. There is chaos also at the crash site, at the hospital premises, at the airport where people are really waiting for their loved ones, here also at the post-mortem, and even the trauma center. That also has been another section of the civil hospital where the relatives have been flooding. And if you talk about the rescue teams, none of the rescue teams have slept. They have worked overnight, right from the police personnel to the army, to the CISF, to the SDRF, NDRF, each and every rescue, people from the local authorities, municipal authorities, all of them, more than 700 people have worked round the clock to ensure that no body is left behind and under the debris. And that is why in the span of 12 hours, what we are being told, that the rescue work has been completed, and now only the debris removal work will take place, because right now the forensic team is there at the crash site. They are trying to collect all the evidences in concern. They are trying to pick up all the traces in concern. Even the central agencies have been involved at the crash site since the morning, and that is why there has been a heavy deployment in the area. Traffic jams are also have been caused across the city, because people are rushing from every corner of the country to the civil hospital or the crash site just to get some word and some update about their loved ones.
Radhisha, we sincerely hope that the relatives of the injured passengers and of the passengers who've lost their lives, they get to know soon, and the DNA identification also wraps up soon. But thanks very much for getting us latest from Ground Zero.